Disney is one step closer to world domination when they acquired the rights to Indiana Jones last week, making their ownership of Lucasfilm complete. Indiana Jones producer Frank Marshall recently sent out a tweet that leads us to believe a reboot or sequel may not be too far off. Marshall stated, "A bit strange, sitting in the Indiana Jones office and the Lucasfilm office on the Disney lot. But I'm sure I'll get used to it." Dennis, would you be happy to see another Indiana Jones film in the near future?
Sure. I actually didn't hate the Castle of the
Crystal
King.
Skull.
As much as everyone else.
I like Castle of the King. Wait,
Castle of the King.
There's definitely a lot of problems with it, especially the monkey vine scene with Shia LaBeouf.
That was my favorite part because I absolutely hated that movie. Yeah. At least that made me laugh.
However, I would like to see Harrison Ford come back, but if he doesn't, I want to see Nathan Fillion in a reboot. He's the perfect guy to take it over. I don't think they're going to do it because they'll be like, oh, we got to get someone younger, but I think he would be perfect. He's got the charisma and the charm that's very similar to Harrison Ford.
I like that. What do you think?
What happened to Shia LaBeouf? Mutt Jones and the Muppets.
Have you seen the Nymphomaniac trailer? I think we know what happened to Shia.
Yeah. Well, hey, he's trying things. He's doing different stuff.
He sure is.
I don't know if him and Spielberg are friends yet again, but money talks, right? So
sure does.
I don't think they're going to just like flush that away. Like, yeah, Mutt Jones and all that other stuff that happened in the Fourth Kingdom Skull thing. I wish they could flush the fourth one away and just make a new fourth one. That's what I would say. Don't call it the fifth one. Just call it, yeah, we made a couple of mistakes with the fourth one, and here's the actual, he didn't get exploded in a giant refrigerator and survive an atomic bomb and stuff like that. It's just like, just a little too much for me. But the argument I always get this from people, like, it's like the Star Trek people, if you get in an argument with them, they're like, well, Indiana Jones in the Raiders of the Lost Ark, he was holding on to a submarine and somehow survived when it went under. Explain that. I'm like, I don't have to. It was just cool.
Yeah, I also did not like the Kingdom, whatever you said. I liked that title a lot better. I think tonally it was still kind of cool. It did feel like an Indiana Jones movie. The problem was the script. The script was just embarrassing. And I mean, even to have Cate Blanchett, who is one of the best actresses of our time, in there and completely wasted, I mean, it was definitely a waste of such a great title. And Disney really is taking over the world. It's pretty impressive. They just need to acquire the rights to Star Trek and get DC from WB, and it's there. So yeah, I haven't given up on this franchise yet. I still think it's so iconic. Harrison Ford, even if he's just waves his little hat around for a minute, give it to the fans, the sense of nostalgia. That's more in line with what I want. But I haven't given up on it. I still think there are a lot of really cool ways and avenues they could. And Disney knows what they're doing. I mean, just look what they've done with the Marvel Universe. So I definitely think, and what a great successor. I think he would be amazing. Yeah. I also think Carl Urban would be pretty awesome. They both have that charisma and believable badass nature of it. So what do you think?
I think as far as Marvel is concerned, that's really to do with Kevin Feige and Louis D'Esposito now. Not that Disney's not great. They are, certainly. It's funny because the big rumor is that the reason that they acquired these rights was because Harrison Ford was holding out to play Han Solo in the upcoming Star Wars movie until they guaranteed him another Indiana Jones. And so the rumor is that basically Disney acquired the rights to Indiana Jones to placate him, to get him to be in Star Wars, and I find that fascinating because it's an amazing deal for Paramount. Basically, Paramount has to spend nothing, do nothing, and they get a big chunk of the profits. It's incredible for them.
That's pretty awesome.
So awesome for us and them.
What I find fascinating about that is that I love Indiana Jones, but I also love Han Solo. What's his problem with Han that he has to get Indy to play Han? However, I would love to see another Indiana Jones movie because I also love that character if it's done right. Mm-hmm. And my hope is that if he really did use that negotiating power, again, this is just a rumor, but if he really did use that negotiating power, then he is also really going to want to make sure that this is done right. And we know that Lucas is not directly involved anymore. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. You know?
That's an amazing rumor because that means like Han Solo's a Jedi. It's like, you will make Indiana. He's like,
Yeah.
It's like, how powerful is Harrison Ford?
I know.
I think he wants to make the 5th one because he himself has gone on record saying the 4th one sucked.
Yeah.
And he's also
He
gone
wants
on
to kinda
record saying
wash
he
that
wants
away.
to be in the 5th. I
Yeah.
mean, we've heard that for a while now. So I
think he
all
wants to make it
elements-
right.
Yeah, good for you, Harrison. And he's just really grumpy, so people don't want to argue with him. So I'm all
just
about
happy,
it.
I'm just happy that if this also means that Han is going to be included in the Star Wars movie.
Epic.
If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to AMC Movie News on YouTube. It's free and a great way to stay updated with all the latest movie news and check out our daily show, AMC Movie Talk. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter to stay in the loop for our special prizes, giveaways, and contests.